Alright guys, here we are in the promotion special, and we're gonna kick this off with getting Max promoted. Obviously we gotta make the main character get promoted first, and he's going from a swordsman to a motherfucking hero. Bam! As you can see, he just got a kick-ass costume change. All the characters will be getting these. And we're just gonna go through and we're gonna promote every damn character. Now, the first of our 1,500 knights, they all get turned into paladins. Actually, how many knights are there exactly? Let's see, you got May, Pele, Ken, Vanker, Ernest, Arthur. They put way too many fucking knights in this game. Okay, and now it's time to promote Pele. We're just going down the fucking list. Every single character is gonna get promoted here. I went ahead and trained everybody up. I actually got every character up to about level between 6 and 10 promoted. I actually got Chris up to level 15. And that wasn't intentional, that was just through the process of getting everyone else built up. And now we're moving on to Ken. Ken disappointed me a little bit. I remember Ken being much more powerful than he turned out to be. I feel like when I was younger, I remember using Ken in some of the final battles, but there's no way we're going to be doing that. Ken does not have the strength required to come with us any further. Really, I think we're only going to be using one knight going forward. It's definitely not going to be Vanker. It's going to be Arthur. None of the knights, or paladins I guess they're called now, none of their level of strength is really good enough. Especially compared to some of these other characters. We'll get to them in a second here. We just gotta get through these crappy knights. Okay, Ernest. Now, I had heard that Ernest eventually becomes quite powerful. Some people prefer him over Arthur, which beats the fuck out of me why that is, because Arthur is definitely gonna be much stronger than Ernest in the end. I know Ernest gets his level of strength 15 plus promoted at the same place Arthur does, but there's no way Ernest is gonna match up with what Arthur can bring. There's just no fucking way. Oh hey, speaking of Arthur. Now, here in Shining Force 1, they just gave him Paladin. But he is actually in Shining Force 3, and they give him his proper title of Magic Knight once he gets his final promotion there. Alright, and we're finally done with these goddamn knights. So now, we are moving on to our warriors. We got Gort here, who... Gort and Luke are going from a warrior to a gladiator. And I remembered correctly, and I looked it up too, that Gort is actually slightly weaker than Luke. Although, their stats are pretty much exactly even in my file right now. It's just basically a determinant for what you want more, defense, or health, or maybe a little attack. And since we've only got one Heat Axe, we're just going to move forward with Luke, whose stats are a little better than Gort's. Not too much, but he's definitely a little stronger than Gort turned out. What I probably should have done was egress in the middle of the Pow Prairie battle to get another Heat Axe, but there's no need to do that since we're going to be getting a couple characters stronger than both Luke and Gort. And here we're equipping the Heat Axe on Luke. Now is his strength, that Heat Axe in the rest of this chapter is going to be a huge asset. And oh yeah, my fucking boy Guns. Here we go. I think that looks like a Steam Knight, and he's now a Steam Baron. And he's gonna be fucking shit up for quite a while. He basically is a walking tank, and as we'll see in a little bit by his battle animation, he literally is a tank. Let's see, who's next? Looks like we got Anri. Now, Anri, I didn't realize she was going to get some of her spells as soon as she did. As we can see, Anri and Tao are going from mages to now wizards. I actually really like their battle animations. Both Anri and Tao, they look really cool. But Anri, she actually gained basically all of her strong spells already. And she's only, I think, level 7 or 8 promoted as to where I have her right now. So Anri is really going to be powerful the rest of the way. And Tao got her strongest spell, and she also got a boost, which will be a huge help. That raises attack power. So someone like, I don't know, Blue, for example, could basically one-shot pretty much anything with some boost. Alright, Domingo does not get promoted, so now we are moving on to Lo, who is going to go from a healer to a vicar. Now, Lo is, of course, the worst healer in the game because he does not learn aura, so we definitely won't be using him in any more battles. Lo is just a very forgettable character. Just compared to Gong, Chris, they both learn aura, which is pretty fucking good. Chris actually learned aura too, so she can heal basically about 15 characters at once, which is pretty fucking good. And she also becomes a vicar. She's got the same class as Lo. Although, interesting that she has a different sprite than Lo. And now, moving on to my boy Gong, the only monk in the game. And he just goes from a monk to a master monk. Now, Gong, he actually did learn aura. I forgot that Gong learns aura, but he did, so Gong is actually going to be very useful. He doesn't quite have as much MP as Chris, but Gong will be a useful party member for the rest of the way here. Ah, now it's time for Diane. Diane and Hans, they both go from archers to, I gotta assume this is gonna be bowmaster. And both Diane and Hans turned out pretty shitty. Their stats are both rather low. I'm actually quite disappointed. I thought Diane was gonna turn into a useful character, but she has pretty shitty stats. And of course, I don't really need to, you know, go over it too much more, but Hans, he also has got pretty bad stats. I'm a little disappointed in my boy Hans. Everyone gives him so much shit, and he couldn't do anything. He just... turns out he really does suck that bad. He's not the worst character in the game, though. Oh no. There's a far worse character. Alright, now this next guy, I actually am pretty impressed with Mr. Lyle here. Now, I don't know what the fuck his shit is. Archer Knight into Super Archer Knight? I don't know, some shit like that. His stats are really good. Combined with his 7 movement, Lyle will be a big help. I know tons of people like using him, and I can see why. This is going to be my first time ever using him, and he seems like he's going to be getting the job done for sure. Now we're going to promote the Birdmen. Now, the Birdmen, they did not impress me. They go from Birdmen to Sky Warriors, it looks like. Both Amon and Balbroy have extremely low stats. I thought Amon was going to be a little stronger than she turned out. but her stats are definitely not high enough to be of any use to us. And Balboroy, although he did recover, and he's a little better than Amon right now, I think, he is not going to be getting any use. The fact that they can fly doesn't help now that we got Blue. We have Blue and Domingo who can both fly, and Gunts is not affected by rough terrain like forest or mountains, so we don't have to worry about shit like that. We have no need for either of the flyers. And they were both able to equip steel swords. Max actually has the broadsword that we found outside here in Dragonia. See, you had it right there. And now we're gonna promote Kakichi. Now, Kakichi, I thought Kakichi was gonna be stronger. Looks like he goes from a Wing Knight to a Skylord. Kakichi's stats are actually very, very low. Balboroy actually is a little stronger than Kakichi right now. So I was a little surprised by that, but needless to say, Kakichi is not going to be getting much play from us. At least not anytime soon. And scrolling down here, ah yes, it's time to promote the man, Blue, who's going from a dragon to either a great dragon or a grand dragon. I believe it's great dragon. Now, as we'll see in this upcoming battle, Blue is pretty much our best character. He probably comes in at 2. And he got a portrait change. Only him and Max gain portrait changes. And it's time to promote our final character, Xylo, of course. And Xylo's going from a werewolf to a wolf baron. We'll be using him the rest of the way. His speed has gotten extremely high, and his attack is also very high. Xylo is an incredibly hard hitter right now. Alright, so now that we've got everyone promoted, it's time to use all of our power-up items that we got. Remember, we were saving them until after we got promoted. Now, here's what Max's stats look like right now. See, he's got 48 health, 53 attack, and all the rest. Now we're going to use all of these defense potions, these power potions, the bread of life, the legs of agility. We're going to use all this shit up, and then we're going to take a look at Max's stats afterwards. Now, in Shining Force 1, these power-up items can increase your stats by either 1 or 2. I made sure that every single power-up item actually gave us 2. Because if it gave 1, it would be a bit of a waste. Don't want to be wasting this shit. And I believe we had 10 power-up items. There was a lot of defense potions and a couple breads of life. We only had 1 legs of haste, and there's a couple power potions. We haven't run across any permanent MP raising items. That is actually the one power-up item I wouldn't give to Max in this game, because Max doesn't learn any other spells besides Egress. Anytime Max learns MP, he gains MP from a level up, it's more or less worthless. MP is a stat that Max doesn't need. But raising his defense, now that's different. After all of this, Max is easily our best character now, which will help tremendously when these bosses start rolling in with 70 plus attack. So now when they're hitting Max, Max will be able to withstand their punishment. And we know we're about to fight Kane, so Max will be able to fight Kane head up now after all this. It's funny, last time Max I think had 35 health, and his defense probably wasn't even 30. But now, when we finally do fight Kane, Max is gonna have 50-something health and probably close to 50 defense. We will definitely be ready to fuck with Kane. And here is the final item. Now it's time to see exactly what took place. Let's take a look at Max's stats now. Now, as you can see, Max is now significantly stronger. He basically is just going to be tearing shit up from now on. Nothing will be able to stand in his way. He's just going to be cutting enemies down in one hit, and he's only going to be taking 1 point of damage, too. And now I want to show off what some of these character sprites look like that we haven't seen yet. Here's Vanker. He, you know, just a brown plain knight. Vanker's nothing special. Ernest, he actually looks a little cooler here, as he is all black. His shield looks pretty cool. His horse body looks okay. He doesn't look quite as gaudy as some of the other knights. And here's Diane. She's just a skin, different colored skin of Hans. It's nothing special there. And Diane is also pretty weak. Here's Lyle. He is a archer / knight. And he's got his little cannon sitting there. I'm actually really impressed with how strong Lyle became. And Amon, who is just a blue version of Balboroy. Also very weak. And our boy Blue! Right here, he's a baby dragon, but later on, when we see what he looks like promoted, it will be quite impressive. Alright, so now that we've seen everyone in the game unpromoted, let's start looking at what these promoted characters look like. Here's Max. We'll be seeing this a lot. And take a look at that 24 points of damage he does right there. Crazy. And next is May. As you can see, May has 61 health, which is huge. I'm pretty sure that is the most health that anyone has right now. And that's what the Paladin looks like. A lot of these promoted character designs look much sleeker than the unpromoted. Here's Pele, who... Pele's level of strength has not really matched up with what he is when he wasn't promoted. Pele, when you first get him, he's one of your strongest characters, but other guys quickly outclass him. And here's Ken. Ken pretty much has the same level of strength as Pele right now. Nothing too special. We're not going to be using Ken. His purple shield does look interesting, though. I'll give him props for that. And Vanker, another one of our thousands of fucking knights that we have. He is even less spectacular. I don't like the colors that Vanker's rocking. We won't be seeing him again. And here's Ernest, who is the coolest looking of all the paladins, but he's not the strongest. I do like that sleek all black look that he's got. And as of right now, he's a little weaker than Ken, Pele, and Vanker, but that's alright. And Arthur, let's go ahead and show off exactly what Arthur can do that the other paladins cannot. Here is the Bolt spell. This is very powerful for Bolt. This is only Bolt level 1. And this is pretty close to the strength of Freeze level 3. So we are in good shape. Alright, and here we're going to have our two gladiators. Here's Gort, who is green. He does quite a bit of damage here, as you can see, but not quite as much as Luke, since Luke has the heat axe. Go ahead and show us what the fuck is up, Luke. Now you see that heat axe, nice and red. Bam, bitch. Gort has a little more health than Luke, but Luke is definitely stronger in defense and attack. And here's my boy Gunts, the motherfucking walking tank. Or maybe I should say rolling tank. And there he does 49 to a golem, which is absolutely insane considering how high the defense the golems have. And Anri will let her show off her Bolt level 2, which you could see this massive range that it has. Unfortunately, Anri does not gain any higher than Bolt level 2. She gains Freeze 4, Blaze 2, and Bolt 2. But between Freeze 4 and Bolt 2, she'll be doing okay for now. She's quite a bit better than Tao. Now, Tao has a little more MP, but she also has a much more cost-effective spell in Blaze 4, which only costs 8 MP. And it does pretty good damage. Single target spell, very powerful stuff. Both of our mages are going to be wrecking face now. And we're still going to be rocking Domingo, who's level 20 now. He also learned Boost. Both him and Tao have Boost, so they will be extremely useful. I just wanted to show Domingo here because we get a look at what our entire force looks like now. Nice little freeze magic there. He doesn't have freeze level 4 yet. He'll get it soon. And here's Low. See what he looks like. See, he's got a much sleeker design than that bulky form he had before. He has heal level 4 now, but he doesn't learn aura like Gong or Chris, so that's a fucking shame. Here we have Chris, who, as we could see from her MP and health and her level, Chris has gotten quite high. Showing off that aura spell, son. Very nice, very nice. And Gong, we'll show off Gong's strength. We don't need to watch him heal. I love Gong's little pose. It looks like he's giving the dude the finger. Like, hey, fuck you. And you're gonna get some of this blue flame, motherfucker. Alright, and here we have one of our bitch-ass archers. Really not impressive shit here. Only 6 points of damage. I mean, as we saw, Gunts did motherfucking 49. And here's Hans, who is not really gonna be doing too much better. He's gonna be attacking a unit with lower defense, but let's see how much Hans does. 18, so he couldn't even one-shot a High Priest, which is pretty bad at this point. And he's only got 29 health, ugh. But here's Lyle, who, unlike Hans and Diane, Lyle can hold his fucking own. 16, that's much better. From a ranged unit, I'll take 16 all day. Alright, and we got Amon, one of a couple sword users in the game. Amon and Balbaroi, yeah, they aren't really... They're just not really anything too special. Their strength definitely leaves a little to be desired. I mean, go ahead, Balbaroi, show us your great damage here. It's probably gonna be like 6 or 7, some shit like that. 8. Well, alright, that's a little better than I thought, but still. Yeah, get the fuck out of here, Balbaroi. No one's got time for you. And Kakichi. Kakichi, man, I'm so disappointed in Kakichi. He looks really stupid, and his attack animation is terrible. Although he does look like Arthur from Ghosts and Goblins, and Ghouls and Goblins, all that shit. But he's still weak as fuck. And here we have Blue, who is a fucking beast. Oh, shit. Later, Gargoyle, you fucking bitch. Yeah, Blue's also got 52 health, so he's gonna be fucking shit up all day. And here's Xylo, who shoots wolf heads at his opponents. He's got those nice big claws, but why use them when you can shoot ghost wolves at your opponents? And here's the weakest character in the game, Joker, who, as we can see, has a 1 in every stat except for movement. Joker is a joke character and is not... You can't use him. He can't level up. If he gains 100 experience, he'll stay at level 1 and won't gain any stats. Now, the reason you can use Joker, he'll only do 1 point of damage, but if he kills an enemy, as he just did, says he loses a yogurt ring. Oh, he discovered a yogurt ring. Now he gains a yogurt ring. So now we'll go ahead and take a look at this shit in his inventory. We just gained the yogurt ring. Now I'm sure you must be wondering, oh geez, yogurt ring. What is this, a secret? Does it do anything good? And the answer, of course, is no. This item is completely fucking trash. But just to show everything off, let's go ahead and give the yogurt ring to Gong here. And let's go to equip. And as you can see, it did nothing to his stats. His stats did not change at all. But it does do something. Here we're gonna see Kane talking. Yeah, we've already seen this. Thank you very much, Kane. Yes, and Kane killed Varios, I remember. Okay, and as you can see, now there's two Jogurts. There's Jogurt, the bitch. Level 1 stats all the way across the board. But here is Gong, who now looks like Jogurt, and his picture is Jogurt, but he has all of his same stats. All this does is make him look like Jogurt, but there's no purpose to it. Doesn't change your stats. Nothing. So let's go ahead and look at him in action. At the very least, he still does damage, but now he looks just like Jogurt. This stupid little... Ugh, garbage. It's garbage, it's garbage. And I love this. Gong goes up to level 10. Level's not really anything too special. But, oh yeah, Aura Spell. Fuck yeah. And alright, so we're done with this little promotion and showing everyone off. Next time, we are actually going to be facing off with Kane with our new and improved party. So I guess I'll just cut it here, and I'll see you guys next time for the fight with Kane. Later.